It just came up last night. I was watching a movie from the early 80s because we thought maybe the kids would enjoy that. And my wife was telling the girls, you know, what time this was. It's a long time ago. It was before we were married. It was when Daddy was doing Zork and those things. And my 7-year-old said, "What's Zork?"
In the late 70s, Asteroids and Space Invaders were defining action games. But under the sound of explosions and high scores, a unique new type of game was on the horizon.
In our dorm, there was a computer room which had 2 old DEC line printer terminals. And they said, there's this game you've got to try out. It's called Adventure. It's really great.
Quiet University computer labs were taken by the entirely text-based game Adventure. Marc Blank and Dave Lebling first encountered it while at MIT.
Adventure took us over, took the whole lab over, consumed everyone for a while.
They had all these incredibly cool Lisp machines with big, gorgeous displays, and a bunch of people are huddled around a machine that's got text.
Inspired by Adventure, but frustrated with its small vocabulary, Marc, Dave, and a few others sought to create their own text adventure game.
You know, that's something that in the 70s, to be able to type commands to a computer in something that looked like English, and to have it respond to you with lines of text telling you what happens next, that captivated people.
Zork was born.
We would go after school to this store and play whatever games were available, type games in, and I remember Zork coming out and playing it on an Apple II, and we were just completely blown away. How is it possible that they got so much text on a disc?
The size of a Zork game is, I think, around 88K or something like that total. It's very tiny. It only didn't even use all the virtual machine.
Astonishingly, they were able to get Zork small enough to run on the Apple II and the TRS-80, yet still be as robust and engrossing as the original.
There were 2 products that sold more computers than anything else. VisiCalc and Zork. People would see Zork and they'd go, I gotta have me one of them. That's all. Who do I make the check out to?
Infocom was created and the PC gaming revolution was on.
The people who formed Infocom, these were very talented folks from the computer science department at MIT.
This idea that you could somehow make a living doing what we were doing, you know, the fun we were having making games and everything, is ridiculous.
Infocom added a level of immersion to games that had never before been seen.
And what's particularly unusual about this package is that if you take it apart, you'll find a dossier containing documentary evidence about the crime. In fact, you have to read and understand this evidence before you can play the game itself.
Keep in mind, these were not collector's editions. These were the standard versions of the packaging.
They were rewarded by being one of the top publishers of their time.
We would have 3 or 4 games in the top 20 of soft sell all the time. In 83, 84, 85, we were definitely one of the more important publishers, and possibly one of the most respected.
Marc and Dave continued to lend their innovating ideas to companies such as Activision, Ucentric, Apple Computers, Sony, BAE Systems, and Google. Dave Lebling and Marc Blank led the path to new possibilities in art and entertainment.
A lot of people owe everything to text adventures. This is the kind of thing that we're going to be playing with into the 21st century.
Tonight, we honor the accomplishments of these 2 pioneers in the interactive arts.